2nd and 7, operating from the 34. A draw play for Mixon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st down, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 1st and goal from the 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake. Hansen. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hansen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10. Hansen, he'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 23 yards to pick up there. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you... take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Bridgewater again. The 3rd down battle run by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
We went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, and we'll give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On first down, Hansen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hansen. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hansen. He's going to let it go again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Right side, incomplete. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult. Caught that time.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of the...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out comes comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Panthers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 47-yard line.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Hansen. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. Throwing on first down. Hansen. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hansen. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid...
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it is good. And that will look to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will tie things at 17 all. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
He dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Flush to his right. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Some strong running at the 20. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Hansen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hansen. He's going to take another shot here. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 4th down, Hansen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another try for Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen down